I just came from watching the FNAF movie, and Jesus Christ, it is so much worse than you think. There is a fucking scene where the entire FNAF crew and remember the girl from the trailer? Yeah, they all started building a castle out of tables and chairs, and like happy music was playing in the background, and it was like filled with cliches, and at the end of the scene they were all laying down in a circle and just kind of being like, man, this is so much fun. I shit you not, I almost collapsed at the theater. I've gone through an echo chamber of emotions. I started out with just being flabbergasted at what the fuck I'm watching. Then I started becoming sad knowing that this shit is so over. There is no recovery for this. And then I actually started crying at that part. This is the first movie that ever got me crying. And then I started laughing as hard as I ever did. I've never laughed this hard. I had to hold it back so fucking hard. My lungs started to hurt so fucking bad. Jesus Christ, dude. And the entire movie, I don't know why it's even PG-16. There is one scene where a girl, it's even in the trailer, where they kind of reference the bite of 87, but then they fuck it up by just having like a hand just reach out. Yeah, what happens in that scene is that hand, I guess, lifts up the girl and lifts her halfway into the animatronic. Then he just kind of bites clean through her, and you can just see like the legs falling down. And it's just kind of like oh, okay, that's the first time they showed violence, like half an hour into the movie, I guess. Now, I do have to say that there were some things that I actually liked about the movie. Very few, very, very few, but they exist, they exist. So there is a scene where like some side characters that nobody really cares about are sitting at like a restaurant. No, not that one, just like a random restaurant. And like the waiter comes up to them and is like, yeah, well, what do you want to eat? And it's fucking MatPat. The waiter is fucking Game Theory and Film Theory and the other two. It's fucking him. And then he said some shit. I was kind of giggling to myself, so I didn't quite hear the dialogue. But then he said something like, "Yeah, but everybody because they refused to eat. They were like, no, we're not eating." And he was like, "Oh well, that's sad because everybody eats here, but you know that's just a theory." And you know, I at that point, that was pretty early on in the movie. At that point, I was like, you know what? It is so safe. We are so back. This movie can still be good. It wasn't. MatPat couldn't carry the movie. I'm sorry, bro. And then there's another thing that I liked about the movie, and that is the ending. No, not the ending to the movie. After the ending, when the credits rolled. So, when the credits were rolling, they were actually playing a fan song from Living Tombstone, and it slapped hard. Me and the friend that I was watching it with, we were just singing along at that point. And all the way at the end of the credits, there was the original scream audio from a jump scare. You know, the fucking, you know that. I remember just walking out in shame, being like, Jesus Christ, how did Scott greenlight this? Scott, are you okay? Is this a cry for help? Does someone have you kidnapped and you're just trying to communicate that by bringing out the worst piece of shit ever? But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Guess until next time, bye.